What's up, guys? Welcome to Bareback Tarot. Oh shit, dude, these people. I don't know if I'm gonna post this other video. I had somebody from the Goblin crew up on my page the other day, one of these fake profiles, and I mentioned it in the beginning of this video, but I get into some of the narc stuff on there. I'm not totally sure if I'm gonna post it yet, but horseback? No, what is it? Bareback Tarot. Bareback Tarot. It's hot, motherfuckers. It's hot. It's hot today. I'm in SoCal, okay? That's not going the way planned. It's hot. It's like 90-some today. There's no OnlyFans associated with this channel. Not yet, anyways. Not yet. Not planning on it. Not planning on it, but you know, it's tough times. It's tough times we live in. Got the page once. Ooh, the world. The world. I'm gonna be trying to do this quick tarot pull. I think that one wants to come out, but I'm gonna keep shuffling. The Fool. Uranus energy. Uranus energy. 0 at the beginning. You're my hero, not a savior. Favorite flavor. Where's my pumpkin at? That's my pumpkin. I miss you though. Haven't met you yet. You know that Bjork song? You're into Bjork, aren't you? Yeah, you're into Bjork, aren't you? I think you are. The Hierophant. Queen of Swords. 6 of Swords. The Empress, the Lovers, the Fool at the bottom again. Wheel of Fortune, come on. All these cards, all this stuff that's been coming out in my readings that I watch. Devil trying to come out, but we're not going to let him. Devil's got to stay out of this reading. Devil's had enough leeway in our fucking game already. Okay. King of Wands. So I got Page of Wands, the World, Hierophant, Queen of Swords. 6 of Swords. Traveling after a tough time. 3 of Cups. King of Wands. These are some good cards. Page of Wands is fire. That's like somebody who's learning still about the fire, about the magic, about the passion. Inspiration, ideas, discovery, limitless potential, free spirit, exploration, excitement, and freedom. All of the pages all tend to have that kind of energy, but with the wands especially, because it's fire. It's fire and earth. It's really interesting, even though the wands are supposed to be fire in the classic. This is a classic. I think it's called the Rider-Waite. I think it's called the Rider-Waite Tarot. But they all tend to have little plants sprouting out of them. Kind of more magical. Magic. But it's supposed to be fire. It's supposed to be pseudo fire. So Page of Wands. The pages and the knights often indicate movement. Page can be a messenger sometimes as well. So maybe there's some fire energy. You got a message incoming, or you need to send a message. Swords are often also about communication, but the pages I just kind of associate with that all the time. Swords tend to be about communication, but also about justice, about mental power, air power. The World, Saturn, completion of a cycle. This is the last card in the major arcana. Goes from the Fool to the World. Saturn, Capricorn energy is the completion of cycle, and I noticed this, and in the Wheel of Fortune also, which is number 11. You see that? You got Taurus, Leo, Scorpio awakened, which is the eagle or the phoenix, and then Aquarius. It's all the fixed signs, and oftentimes they're depicted as angels, or the association is also with like 4 pillars, which 4 of Wands can be 11, but 4 pillars is like the pillars holding up the earth and the new earth. But the world is about completion, accomplishment, wholeness. It's when you've gone through the whole cycle and everything's coming together. So might be a message. Need to come in, close out the cycle, or maybe there's a message incoming. Fire to the earth. Hierophant. Institutions, tradition, religion, society and its rules. I know I was talking about this in another reading. They say it's associated with Taurus, but to me this is more like Capricorn and like Sagittarius stuff. Societal approval, conformity, forgiveness, bonded, mercy, and wisdom, trust. Earth, Taurus. Again, these are big Capricorn themes. These are like 10th house and Capricorn themes in astrology in the tarot. So we got Page of Wands doesn't have a number on it. These are major arcana. We have a 21 and a 5. Queen of Swords always reminds me of the Justice card. We got Libra and Virgo right here. So this is air. It says water and air, but it's Virgo and Libra. It's so interesting the connections they have and how they do and don't line up with astrology. So you can think of this as like the beginning maybe of like Libra season, late Virgo, Libra, like October. She always reminds me of Justice though, man. I can't really separate these cards out. Queen of Swords is bringing in some justice. She looks like she's gonna chop some heads off right there, dude. You don't usually sit in the throne with your sword raised like that unless somebody's head is coming off. Somebody's head might need to come off. Queen of Swords might need to speak a message that might be bringing in some justice. Leading to the 6 of Swords, Aquarius, but the water symbol, the water bearer, Aquarius, but they're traveling across the water. These people are huddled up and they got all these swords around them. Maybe the truth got spoken. These people got cut off. You know, this is generally seen as a good card, but I can't help feeling the heaviness of this imagery. You know, it looks like a mother and a child, or a figure with a little one crossing the water, crossing troubled waters, with these swords all around them. Most readers see this as a really good card, and I do. I think it's like, you know, transition, change, leaving behind, releasing baggage, moving on. Even though the swords, you look at that, the swords are in front of them. Seems like if they're leaving baggage, the swords should be laying in the back. Maybe they should be pushing a couple of them off into the water, getting rid of that old shit. Of course, in medieval times, you're not just gonna throw a sword away, dude. That was a very valuable thing. You know, these were family heirlooms passed down and down and down through the generations. It'd be like a house or a large property, or like a Lamborghini or something in today's dollars. Everybody didn't just have a sword when they were cruising around. It was something that like knights and royalty had, usually. Anyways, 6 of Swords, crossing troubled waters. Maybe some heads need to get lopped off, and then it's time to move on. It's time to move on from that. And then on the other side of the lake, we'll find the 3 of Cups with the Cancer, another water sign. 69. I love that symbol. It reminds me of the Pisces, the two fish. The way the fish look is oftentimes really similar to this when they're drawn out. But the 3 of Cups is a big. It's a card of celebration, of homecoming. Oftentimes with like deep soul family, soul friends, soul tribe. More so than blood family usually. But it's a celebration time. I think there's a lot of us. There's a lot of us in this collective who use celebration times. Queen of Swords. Well, you need to speak, dude. Queen of Swords. Got one little birdie up in the sky too. One little birdie up in the sky. Just noticed that. She's sitting she's on like the cloud atlas or something too. Is she way up in the sky? That's definitely some Libra shit there. Virgo, even though it's an earth sign also, Virgo is very fluid and can be, because it's ruled by Mercury also, which is like liquid earth. And the Magician, Mercury, Virgo is associated both with the Hermit and with the Magician card in the tarot. And so it's like the Magician has all 4 elements to it as well. It's card number 1 in the major arcana. Anyhow, mental. We got fire, earth, air, water, and the king. It's a King of Wands, another fire sign. Look at that, Sagittarius, and Scorpio. Another like cusp, fire. And what does it say? Fire, yeah. Now, Scorpio is considered a water sign, but they can be very fiery. Traditionally, Scorpio was ruled by Mars, the god of war, the same ruler of Aries, and Scorpios. If you know, Scorpios do have a lot of fire energy, a lot of heat, a lot of passion. I would say they're more like. Again, it depends. It depends on so many things. They're kind of like lava. They're like liquid fire, or like that's like liquid earth, but it's like they are water, dude. Lava usually happens in the ocean, though. Like with volcanoes, the active ones are usually in the ocean. So I always think about that. I always think about volcanoes and lava when I think of Scorpios. Can be very powerful, very, very powerful energy. And watch out! You don't catch that blast when it comes out, when it erupts. Anyways, Sagittarius, Scorpio, King of Wands. King of Wands, again, he's got this staff. It's like, okay, it's supposed to be fire, but like, what's with all the earth? Earth. He does have a red. He's got a red robe on. What is this little guy in there? Is that a lizard? It's a freaking lizard. I don't know what the lizard is doing in there. That might be a message for somebody. And then that's the signature. Cool little signature there. Anyways, Sagittarius, Scorpio, King of Wands, King of Fire. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. She got to cruise. It's time for the Six of Swords. Get across troubled waters. Because there's celebration be waiting to happen with the motherfucking King of Wands. It looks like air and fire, but also both like really strong Saturn, really strong Earth energies, completion of cycles. And this is like, this and the Wheel of Fortune are like 2 of the best cards, are 2 of my favorite cards in the tarot. And the Hierophant, 10th house, Saturn, Capricorn, completion of cycles. These are like the healthy Capricorn to me. The Devil is also associated with Capricorn energy in the tarot, but that's more like earthly bondage. These are like the awakened and balanced cards of the Earth suit of Capricorn, 10th house. Page of Wands, need a little fire, need a little spark, little message incoming, little messenger. Where you at? I like it. Lots of blue, blue sky, blue waters, a little bit of yellow, mostly blue. Actually, all of these, that's crazy. All of these got blue in the background. Pretty much gray in that one. One yellow. King of Wands. Blue. Cancer. Jupiter in Cancer right now, getting ready to go into Leo. That could be a celebration for somebody. Queen of Swords, air, blue water, gray sky. Interesting stuff. All right, that's it. Quick read. Hope you guys are having a great day. Love you.